Raspberry Pis. See those all the time, Raspberry Pis, and they like flag up Raspberry Pi, Raspberry, super easy to identify, and usually with like an arm's length list of dozens of critical and high risk vulnerabilities because they're running some random software that someone, for some reason, set up and connected and never killed. Sometimes you see the Pis as like the rogue device where someone brought it in from home and was screwing around with it, or you get the young engineering intern that had a project and brought a Pi in like 5 years ago and left it connected. Those happen. Or you get them embedded in other devices. So like it's again go into this sort of like third party thing where you get them in kiosks and signs and point of sale systems where they're Pis just inside a box that doesn't make it look like a prototyping computer.
And
Raspberry Pi.
You recognize them from the MAC address, I presume.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can fingerprint a Pi pretty clearly. They're the number one computer sold in history with like millions and millions and millions of devices sold. Just like 3-4 years ago, it surpassed the record as the number one device sold. Just get everyone else up to speed. Raspberry Pi is like a little credit card sized computer. That's all it is. It's just a tiny credit card sized computer that's super popular because it's cheap and it's fun to do random.
It's not just cheap; it's really cheap, right? Like it's like $100. That's like you can get them cheaper than that. Yeah, that's right. With everything.
With the bells and whistles, $100, and it's it's not a massive computer, but it can do things and people use it. The previous company that I worked at was using Raspberry Pis as the little controller embedded in our industrial device. The problems arise for small businesses because most of the time that we've seen them, these Raspberry Pis are treated as like little side projects, but then they're effectively just vulnerable little nodes on the network where data can be stored and moved around with permission because they're tiny little open doors to all of the other devices.